Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
The Cowboys at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
You look at this Raiders defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Second down, Jacobs once more. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Jacobs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In motion left goes a tight end. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. This 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 45.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy now to throw. Caught out right by Renfro. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here is 3rd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call it a timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Carlson able to put this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just 1 field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that 1st touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. CeeDee Lamb. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage. And it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Now a toss coming right side. Pollard. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jacobs going to try the middle. Powers through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Purdy looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Purdy. Buying time to his left. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They go with Jacobs. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he comes back with one complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Purdy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Kene Nwangu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders 1st down as he gets this up past the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Dallas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this drive will begin with a run from Achane. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Achane. And he's got this down to the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes now on the sneak, and boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A wall of bodies there, nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Achane on 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And Wilson's going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, a handoff. Nope, it's a reverse. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. About 3 yards there to the 27.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. 3rd down, here's Achane. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A give up the middle to Achane. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Well, I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. On the move to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's H.A. on the give. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. H.A. gets it from the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen to H.A. Touchdown! Devon Achane, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this returnable for Hill. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's the option. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Tyreek Hill. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Watch out for Hill on the return. On the return, picked up some good blocks as well. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it. Here's Achane. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run now from Achane. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. This is Achane. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They faked the handoff. Now Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Running left, it's Achane. And this play will be blown up. From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Chiefs at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon down to the 25. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Richie James. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that won't buy him much room, just a 1-yard gain to the 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
But first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go play action with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Butker's kick here is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar. The
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 up. On 3rd and 10. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Hurts going to move him around. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here again is McKinnon. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Pacheco headed right. And just shutting him off there. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Pacheco. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Richie James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion right, Watkins. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. He'll get this up to about the 44.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is 2nd and 8. Pacheco gets it up the gut. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They run once more with McKinnon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hurts. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins 61 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Pacheco. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Headed straight, it's Pacheco fighting through. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Kansas City, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.